prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A run now for the young man from Colorado. And he'll manage to get to the 33. George Karlaftis there to make the play. Second and 7. Come on, set. From the gun, it's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Good drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Here we go. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Going right sideline and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one.
Ready.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. A gain of 16 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one complete right side. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ready up. 2nd down and 3. Go. To the air once more is McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Walker. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. His kick is perfect. And the Vikings are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
On the double.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, set.
His drive will start on the ground. A short pickup to the 38. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set, ready.
Now Love. He's going to air this one out. Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Tight end going in motion here. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric to your favor.
Ready, break.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense.
Set, cut. Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Here we go.
Love gonna give it to Lloyd. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set. Ready.
To throw is Love. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Here's Walker. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Vikings. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go. Set.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh! And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Now Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Tight end motioning left. Look at play action here with McCarthy. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Ready. Cut.
Here's Love.
That's the 2 goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that 1st down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on 2nd and 3rd down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
3rd and goal.
Set. Ready.
Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. And give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment.
Ready.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Set. Cut.
They'll go with him again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That one intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Go!
Man in motion, heading left. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? Here's McCarthy. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down and it's an incompletion. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go, set!
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Track 60! Let go!
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready up! Here we go!
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return starts from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Kenneth Walker, ball carrier. On the 41-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
To throw is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Now McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now.
Now a run with Charbonnet. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and 4th down's coming up.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Okay, right?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Play close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Try to run it with Lloyd. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The key to this play, Mike, was defensively their ability to stretch this ball and make him go laterally. Anytime you could force the ball carrier to go sideways on 3rd and short, it gives your defenders time to rally, make the tackle for no gain, brings up 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On the ground, Charbonnet. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Room to maneuver at the 35.
Let's go.
A shotgun run now with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
A give to Charbonnet. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
They'll try and run it with Walker. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Let's go now. Check go.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. That ball hits your hands at this level. You've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And the Vikings have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's a run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Here we go, set.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. One more time with Walker. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Vikings. That his second touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, set.
They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Love. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Check, Panther. Come on.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He gets it to go. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Love to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Set, ready, set.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Let's go now. Set, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He runs with it. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. There's Jefferson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
First and 10.
You, yellow. Set hut. Black shot. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Ready.
Love to throw on first and 10. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to cut the deficit to 10.
37. Packers 27.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 40.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Here we go, set!
Putting the tight end in motion. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Jair Alexander is there to bat that one away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's first and 10. Here's Love. Going for it all. He's got it. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one.
Ready, set.
Now, first and goal.
Come on, set. Set, hut.
To throw is Love. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls in.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So a win here for the Vikings. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.